The sound of gunfire ripped through Terminal C like a thunderclap nobody was ready for. Three shots, loud, sharp, final. One boy in a gray hoodie crumpled to the polished floor. No weapon, no threat, just a 17-year-old who wanted to catch a flight. Panic burst like wildfire screams from mothers clutching their kids' luggage, rolling and clattering as people dove behind benches and kiosks. In the middle of it all lay Jamal Carter, his shoulder blooming red where a single bullet had found him, his backpack torn open, spilling nothing more dangerous than a protein bar and a beat-up paperback. Standing above him, Officer Ryan Cole still gripped his gun, chest heaving, eyes burning with something that looked less like regret and more like adrenaline. He pressed his radio voice steady in its lie. Shots fired. Suspect reached for his waist. Repeat, suspect down. He didn't look at the people staring, didn't check the kid on the ground, just kept his finger on the trigger as if daring Jamal to move. Behind the glass, a young TSA officer named Sophia Morales froze. 25 years old, 6 months on the job, first time seeing a body hit the ground. She had watched everything. Jamal walking into the scanner, polite, soft-spoken hands in plain sight. The machine chirped once near his shoe, and Jamal had explained calmly, "It's just a key I forgot in there." But Ryan's hand had already drifted to his gun stance, tightening like a coiled spring. Sophia's gut had twisted. Now watching blood spread across the boy's hoodie, she realized her gut had been right. Jamal groaned, rolled slightly, whispering through clenched teeth, "Don't call my parents. Don't call anybody." The paramedic leaned in, puzzled, asking for his name. Jamal's eyes stayed sharp, focused, calculating even in pain. "Just tell them Mr. J was here." Phones were out, shaky voices whispering, "Why'd they shoot him?" He didn't do anything. Sophia's smartwatch buzzed against her wrist. She glanced down. She had hit record the second Ryan's tone shifted her instincts, screaming before the trigger ever pulled. Now the whole thing was stored trembling on her wrist, waiting to be seen. Later in the break room, Ryan leaned over, her voice low and dangerous. "You got something to say, Morales?" She swallowed hard, her father's old words echoing in her head. "You don't wear a badge to look important. You wear it so you can look in the mirror." Her voice came out quiet but steady. "I saw a boy smile. I saw you shoot him before he moved an inch." Ryan's jaw ticked. "Watch yourself." She met his stare. "Already did. And so did my watch." His eyes flinched the first crack. That night, Sophia sat alone, the draft of her official statement still blank. The order from her supervisor was clear. Keep it professional, clean. Nothing that would make the agency look bad. But her hands shook as she hit record on her phone instead. "My name is Sophia Morales. I joined TSA because I believed in protecting people. Today I watched a boy get shot for carrying a key in his shoe. He complied. He did nothing wrong, and I refused to lie. She encrypted it, uploaded it, impressed and sent it to the one person she trusted least but needed most. Tyler Graves, a scrappy journalist who lived off cheap coffee and stories no big outlet wanted. Within hours, his headline blazed across social media. 3 bullets, 1 boy, no weapon. The video, Sophia's recording, played raw, uncut. Jamal calm, respectful. Ryan's voice sharp, commanding. Then the gunshot. It didn't need music. It didn't need editing. The truth was violent enough. By morning, the hashtag Mr. J was everywhere. Activists flooded feeds, passengers uploaded shaky clips, and strangers demanded answers. Sophia's phone lit up with anonymous warnings. "You're finished. You'll never work again." She ignored them because for the first time in her short career, she felt like she was doing her job. Meanwhile, in a quiet hospital room, Jamal lay with his arms strapped, hoodie cutaway, gauze taped tight. A man walked in, no-tie, sharp gray suit, presence calm but heavy. Elijah Reed, founder of a massive cybersecurity firm and Jamal's guardian. He looked at the boy with both anger and sorrow. "You wanted to know what it feels like without privilege," he said softly. Jamal smirked weakly. "Didn't expect a bullet. Guess I got my answer." Elijah nodded. "That's reality. But reality doesn't get the last word. We do." Elijah didn't waste time. Within days, the airport boardroom filled with panic when they learned Terminal C had been purchased outright by a holding company tied back to him. The same ground where Jamal bled now belonged to the man whose protege nearly died on it. Standing at Gate 9, Elijah faced employees, passengers, staff. I didn't buy this terminal for revenge, he said evenly. I bought it so no other black kid gets shot for existing. And then looking towards Sophia, he added, and because of her courage, millions saw what really happened. Sophia's breath caught when he announced her as the new head of passenger relations under the new administration. Applause shook the terminal. And when someone shouted, "What about the officer?" Elijah's jaw tightened. Ryan Cole's badge is void. His actions are under federal review. Cheers broke out. For once, the crowd wasn't silent. But Elijah wasn't finished. Weeks later, he stood in Washington unveiling Sky Shield, a security protocol built not on skin color slang or clothing, but on behavior patterns truth. I'm not replacing people, he told lawmakers. I'm replacing hunches with facts. The room bristled, senators pushing back, asking what happens when the system fails. Elijah's answer cut sharp. What happened when a kid with a key in his shoe got shot? Was that your definition of success? Back at the airport, change was already stirring. Sophia organized a town hall inside the same gate where the shots had fired. Jamal, sling still on his arm, walked slowly to the mic. His voice was low but steady. I didn't want justice for me. I wanted safety for the next kid in line. The room went still, eyes watered, heads bowed. And then from the back, a figure appeared, Ryan Cole. Gasps rippled. He didn't stand tall, didn't carry authority, just a man stripped of everything, voice rough. I shot a boy who never threatened me. I pulled a trigger because I let fear become instinct. I can't undo it, but I won't hide it. No applause, no forgiveness. Just silence, heavy and raw. And sometimes silence is louder than anything else. The headlines the next day carried Jamal's words. I didn't want justice for me. I wanted safety for the next kid in line. You see, clips of Ryan's broken confession played too. America argued, debated, demanded. Some called Elijah a hero, others a threat. Some said Sophia was brave, others said she was reckless. And Jamal, he stayed quiet back at school, just another kid with a backpack wanting to blend in. But when he walked through airport security months later, there were no questions, no raised brows, no radios buzzing with suspicion. Just a nod, and he passed through. And maybe that's what victory really looks like. Not applause, not headlines, not becoming a symbol, just the freedom to walk through unnoticed, unjudged, untouched. So here's the question I'll leave you with. When a kid like Jamal gets shot for nothing more than existing in a system only changes after the world sees blood on the floor, is that justice? Or is that just survival? Drop your thoughts below, because the conversation doesn't end with this story. It begins with what you have to say.